from the Bayou State of Louisiana. Here at Cajun Roots Reseller, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man, see the special man. You got the dollars, make me an offer. New England Kajun Roots, Johnny understands. Johnny understands. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man, see the special man. I say, who says I say, Johnny says I say, when everyone says no, Johnny say yes. Special man.
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana.
I got my coffee, I got my dollars, and I'm looking for deals. Am I at the right place?
I say, here at Cajun Roots Reseller, you give me an offer and I'll take it.
Bless you, my child. Let me introduce myself. I'm Sister Mary Agnes. You may have heard about me from my friend Cajun Roots Reseller, Johnny. I met Johnny many years ago when he was purchasing furniture from Frankie and Johnny's in Louisiana. They were not going to give him credit, and I vouched for him. I said, let him have it with no problem. He's got the dollars. See the special man.
Let him have it with no problem.
Johnny understand. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man. I say,
I'm Johnny's Don't Girl. I'm here to say subscribe, hit the bell, not my belly button, and share out his shows. Always give him a thumbs up. You can even become a member. Buy him a coffee and follow his other channels like the cooking shows, my favorites, his fur babies, and more. Leave a comment. And when you watch a video, you're showing him your support.
Hi, I was looking for some jewelry. I'm going to be getting married soon. No, I don't have any credit.
Well, here at Cajun Roots Reseller, if you own a fixed income, even if it's on a sale in the Cajun Roots Reseller eBay store, guess what? Send an offer. We'll let you have it with no problem.
Johnny has many auctions. Chat shows in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, and best is Monday night bingo, where it's all free and you can win prizes. All are welcome, but there's no drama or negativity tolerated on any of his channels. Now go, child, with my blessings. Watch Cajun Roots Reseller. Love always. Be kind to one another and have a blessed day.
Hello, good morning and welcome on this Friday morning where it's 32 degrees and we got over an inch of snow already and it's still snowing. Then it's supposed to turn into rain and it's supposed to get into the 60s by the beginning of the week. So we'll see about that. First in the chat was Jeffrey. Hello, good morning and welcome, Jeffrey. I'm not sure if you make one. Oh, okay. Well, they lost again. Regina, hello, good morning and welcome. Miss Denise, hello, good morning and welcome. And Pam, hello, good morning and welcome. And Glenn, hello, good morning and welcome. And I have your items ready for the morning show. Thank you for sending those items in. And Jennifer, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? And I believe the other one was from Cheryl Bajan Jim. Items that we have for today's show as well. Mary Beth, hope you had a great birthday. We didn't get a chance to see you this week, but I hope you had a great birthday this week. This week was her birthday. Today is Moon Chasers Studios' birthday today. Craig, hello, good morning and welcome. I don't know why you leave everything. Lord Jesus. Sharon, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Angela, hello, good morning and welcome. And yes, don't forget to make sure you mark your calendar and your notifications. Dawn's deals are on at 3 o'clock today, East Central. That's 4 East, 3 Central, 4 Eastern. Or it could be the other way around. But I believe it's 3 o'clock our time, so it'd be 2 Central, 3 Eastern. Time zone, Lord Jesus. Michael, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. There's Angela's Groovy Girl Night auction tonight. Don't forget to set your reminders. Little Debbie, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? And Patrick, hello, good morning and welcome. And I went back and watched last night's show. Lord Jesus, my name came up in that show a lot last night. Well, enough for me to laugh about it this morning. Robert told me about it. Hattie, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. That was on Chuck's, a back row bit of Chuck's Live. It's me, Angie. Hello, good morning and welcome. Sorry I missed your show last night, but I will go back and watch it. I'll have to save it to watch it later. 3 Eastern, 2 Central. I had that all wrong. Look at her, even got Pacific time. Ain't that good, Lord Jesus. UK time. Jennifer got all them time zones covered. Good to see each and every one of y'all. Today, again, don't forget Moon Chaser Studios' birthday is today. Also, we have a couple of birthdays this weekend that I won't be seeing probably unless I see them in chats. If I'm in somebody's chat this weekend, that will be tomorrow is virtual shopkeeper Dee Dee's birthday. And if y'all happen to see Gigi Got the Juice, her birthday is Sunday. So make sure you check that out. Also, I heard a little birdie tell me that this Sunday on Mark and Mike's channel, you're going to see Moon Chaser Studio and Denise's Magical Emporium on the show this weekend on Mark and Mike's Friends Selling with Friends. No, just Mark and Mike's show this weekend, this Sunday. And that's at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, don't forget to check out the calendar. If you would like to be on the calendar and your birthday is not on there, let me know. I'll add you. I forgot 2 p.m. Mountain. Oh, look at her. She even came back with the mountain time. Alpha is the shop needs to new engine turbo. Oh no! Thank God for insurance. You right about that. Sorry to hear that. Steven, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Well, today we got a great lineup again. We have some items that were sent in by Glenn, Swamp Picker, and Cheryl Beach and Jim sent me a couple of items in for the show this morning. Remember, every Friday, if you would like to be part of the show and you have items that sold and you would like to share, no matter what the price is that you sold it for, send them in. Make sure you email me at CajunRootsReseller@gmail.com and let me know in the email. You can take a screenshot if you're not sure how to send me the link. Send me a screenshot from the item and platform it's sold on. And then in the email, make sure you include how much you paid for it, where did you buy it, and if you know how long it took to sell. And if you took an offer, what was that offer for? Also, don't forget this Tuesday coming, the 15th, will be my very first new to the show is the Friends Selling with Friends community sale. That one's already filled, and I will be doing all the thumbnails and everything new for that show this Tuesday, which starts at 1 o'clock. And right now, I do have some spots available for May 20th. If anybody is interested, it's anybody in the community, even if you're just starting out. Also, if you're a member of the channel, the Rapid Fire Round showcasing of members of the channel, as of right now, I am taking time slots for June the 3rd, if you would like to be on that one. Also, I believe I only have 1 day left in June for the Hump Day auction, if you would like to be a guest on that one. Then we go into July. Let me turn my phones into Do Not Disturb because I'm hearing notifications coming in already before we get started. Try to get that off. And there we go. Done. All right. So, again, Mary Beth, it's so good to see you. Let's see. Mary, hello, good afternoon, morning, and welcome. It could be afternoon for you, maybe. But good morning, hello, and welcome. And Cheryl, hello, good morning, and welcome. And thank you for sending me that email with your items to share with the morning show this morning. But would you buy it or would you leave it, Johnny? We got snow all day yesterday on this. Yeah, I think it's going to stop, they say, around 9-10 o'clock, and then we're going to get turned into rain. And it'll be raining all weekend. One thing I have to say, though, this snow has not stayed on the driveway and or the road, just on the ground, which is good. And I gotta clean out my car because the car is all full of it. Yeah. Good morning, Tooch. You're driving. Well, be careful out there because it's got all kind of snow all over the place. So be careful, Tooch. Man. All right. So as y'all know, every Friday we do the Would You Buy It or Would You Leave It, where we get ready to get started on that segment. We got snow last night too. Yeah, we got it. It started. I woke up at 2 o'clock this morning and it was already snowing. And of course, the dogs love playing in it. So yeah. All right. So let's get ready to get into the segment. Would you buy it or would you leave it?
It's time for everybody's favorite segment where we ask,
would you buy it or would you leave it?
the game show that asks, when you're out and about sourcing, would you buy it for resale? How much you would pay for it? Or would you leave it? And now the host of Would You Buy It or Would You Leave It, Johnny Cajun Roots Reseller.
That's right. It's that time. Let me go ahead and add the screen. Get back to the comments. Lower that. Let's switch around. And let's get started. These first two items were sent in by Glenn, a Swamp Picker. This is a Wilson A360. It is a genuine leather softball glove, right-handed A0360 brown and black leather glove. Show you all of the pictures. There's the pictures. Genuine leather for softball. Looks like it's in excellent condition. I love selling gloves. Would you buy this or would you leave it? And if you were to purchase it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it's sold for? Let's see. We need to punt. Okay. Oh, Craig says he'll pick this up for $5 and sell it for $75. Made back in time. I believe it. Oh, Regina says pick this up for $5 and sell it for $60. Cheryl says I would pick this up for $3 and sell it for $45. Michael says I'd pick this up for $2 and sell it for $40. Mary Beth says I would pick this up for $10 and sell it for $50. And Mary says I would pick this up for $4 and turn it into $15. Jennifer says pick this up for $3 and sell it for $25. Ms. Denise says pick this up for $1 and sell it for $55. You know, it's amazing how different baseball gloves sell for different prices. It's amazing. I love doing baseball gloves. I bought 3 gloves that day. Angela says I would pick this up for $2 and sell it for $30. Oh, you just bought that this month. Wow. Yeah, I don't read all the details in the email until I go to on the live show. There's Michael's React video live YouTube channel. Check it out. All right, so Glenn got this at a garage sale on Friday the 4th. That was just a week or two ago. Mark and Mike, hello, good morning, and welcome. Hang out at the ballpark. Free. Sell for $25. Wow, that was just a week or so ago, and he actually sold it on the 5th. So that only took one day. What? He only paid $1 for this? And he sold it for, go to the original, $18.95. $18.95. All right, this next item, let me make sure the pictures are still there. Yeah. All right. This is a North Carolina basketball jersey, Nike size 40, blue number 15 collectible. There's the tag. Stitching is actually pretty good too. Got some stains on it. Probably too much mustard from the ketchup on the hot dogs. Would you buy this or would you leave it if you were to purchase it? Would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it's sold for. I've never picked up any jerseys before. All right, Craig says I would pick this up for $7 and sell it for $35. Mary says I would pick this up for $5 and sell it for $20. Ms. Denise says pick this up for 50 cents and sell it for $25. Regina says I would leave it. I would leave it, she says. And Jeffrey says I would pick this up for $5 and turn it into $30. I gotta go check Angie's new show last night. Her and Josie's Place does a live together now. Cheryl says pick this up for $3 and sell it for $43. Michael says I would pass, but if it would sell internationally. Okay. Yeah, I noticed my sales on international has gone up more than it used to be. Now, again, I don't know if it's because of the tariff situation and they just trying to buy things before it gets too high. I don't know, but yeah, my sales on international went up the last couple of weeks. Anyone else would like to let us know if you would buy this or leave it? If you were to purchase it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it might have sold for? Remember, there is no right or wrong answers. All right, so Glenn picked this up at a garage sale for $2. Someone sent him an offer for $50, but he counter offered and they accepted his offer. He had it listed for $64.99. Someone sent him an offer for $50. He counter offered with $54.99 and they bought it. So they bought it for $54.99. Not bad. Exactly. Same as the glove sale. Okay. Yeah, don't be afraid to counter offer. And I've never picked up jerseys before because I really don't find them that often. But 9 times out of 10, I don't pick them up. I'll be looking at that now. All right, let me close that one. Close that one. Now, these were is acting up on me. All right, these are Kobu Lion brand cotton bamboo rayon steel blue yarn, lot of 3. It's a lot of 3. They're all 3.5 ounces and 232 yards of yarn each. I don't see that brand too often. Would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to pick it up, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it's sold for? All right, I can go back out of that one, unstar it, and then now we'll go to Cheryl. Okay. Marlene, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Let's see here. Mary Beth says I'd pick this up for $3 and sell it for $18. Regina says 10 and keep it for a future project. Good to see you, Marlene. Welcome. Michael says pass, but would be expected for about $15 sold. Mary says I'd pick this up for $1.50 and sell it for $14. Yeah, that's one thing I don't see a lot at places when I go out sourcing. I don't see a lot of yarn. Very seldomly. But I usually, if I was to see it, it depends on what the brand was, I guess. I would have to look it up. Denise says I would pass. Again, these are from Cheryl. And There's Cheryl's eBay store in the chat. Check out her store. Speaking of that, Cheryl, when I went to your store, you only had 3 items showing in your store. I don't know why it only showed me 3 items listed, unless that's all you have. I'm not sure, but I found that odd for your store. It only showed me 3 items because I had to go look up the second one you sent me. For some reason, it didn't come up in your chat, so I had to go to your store and get it. The actual link, the link of the second item you sent me to somebody else's listings because I caught the name on the store, and I had to go into your store and get it, which was no big deal. It was easy. Oh, that's why it's only showing 3. Okay, that'll explain it. Yeah, because you usually have more than just 3 items. And it might be because those items you might have sent on offers, maybe. But it only shows me those 3. That'll explain why. All right, so Cheryl picked this up in a lot, a big bag of yarn. Bought a bag of yarn from the Goodwill for $4.99 for the whole bag. These 3 out of that bag sold, and she still has a lot left. It took about 4 months to sell. Hello, good morning, and welcome, Tina. How are you doing? And it sold for a full asking price of $16.99. $16.99. All right, let me unstar that one, close that one, and we'll go to the next one. Again, this next one is from Cheryl also. This is some hydrotone hydraulic. I can't pronounce these big old words. Advanced under eye formula. New seal, 5 ounces. I've seen these before, but I don't know who. Somebody else was selling these. I think it was Ella sold some of these. I don't deal with all that, so I don't know about all this. All right, Glenn, don't work too hard. It's new sealed. Would you buy this or would you leave it? Hyaluronic. There you go. Expired date? I don't know. Let's see. Let me look in the listing. No, there's no date. Unless she can answer that. No expiration date. Okay. I don't see any in the listing. So yeah, she said no expiration date for that question. Who asked that? Mary, there was no expiration date. I know, Jennifer, I caught myself. Ashley, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? You weren't supposed to catch that. Denise says, pick this up for $2 and sell it for $24. Regina says, pick this up for $2 and sell it for $20. No expiration date. Mary says, I would pass. Thank you, Tina, for dropping that. Wow. Cheryl, that was a good sale. Wow. I really don't look at these until I go during the show with y'all. I just open them, set them up, and get ready for the show. I didn't even look at the prices until just now. Let's see here. Oh, wow. I'm reading her notes. Oh, that's wrong. All right. Anyone would like to take a guess at this one? And if you were to buy it, what would be the most you pay for it and how much you think it sold for? Yes, you're right about that one, Tina. Yeah. I just don't do any of that stuff. All right. Well, Cheryl says she bought this in a jar. She bought this in other jars of eye cream from a dollar toy bag for $5. It was in a bag of toys. She paid $5 for the lot and listed this second on eBay. The buyer also opened it and used it and wanted to return it. There was no way, and eBay agreed with her. It took about a month to sell. Carol, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. So evidently, she got this in a toy bag, toy lot of toys for $5, and the customer tried returning it after using it, but eBay sided with her, and it only took a month to sell, and it sold for, y'all ready for this? $69.99. Wow. And I remember Ella had been selling this kind of stuff in her pallet stuff on her shows, on her auctions. So I recognize that box. Wow. Wowzer, wowzer, wowzer. That's crazy. But amazing. Great sale. Yeah, that's exactly what I say, Mary. Like I said, I don't look at all this until it's time for the show. And that is amazing. All right. Now on to some more items. This next item. This is for your nails. This is to help prevent your nails and strengthening your nails. It is intensive therapy number 2 for the people who have soft and peeling nails. It's called Nail Tech. It's for soft and peeling nails strengthener. It helps strengthen your nails from peeling and cracking and chipping. Would you buy this or would you leave it? And if you were to buy it, what would be the most you pay for it and how much you think it sold for? Yes, that was a great sale. I agree there. I never pick that kind of stuff up, though. Miss Denise says she would pay no more than $5 and keep it. Carol says I would pick this up for $2 and sell it for $25. What's up, Chuck? You know, I had to go back and watch your show last night because Robert and I had a conversation about your show last night. And I was the topic of conversation on something on there. So, you know, I had to go back and watch it. And of course, I had to laugh at it. But yeah, it was pretty funny. Mary says pick this up for $2 and turn it into $8. Regina says pick this up for $1 and sell it for $15. All those lotions and potions. Yeah, right. You would leave it? Okay. Any other guess on if you would buy this or leave it? No, you're not in trouble. I thought it was pretty funny. Robert and I were talking about it this morning. Nope. I would have you report to the office if you were. So anywho, this item, I bought 2 of these. And I did not use them anymore because when I moved here to Massachusetts, for some reason my nails would get brittle and crack and break. So I started using these and I bought a pack of 4. And I opened the first 2. I used the first one, opened the second one, and then I started getting dips on my nail. It stopped. So I turned around and listed these, and this is the second one that sold. Evidently, they come in different numbers, and this was the number 2. I normally don't pick up cosmetics. So this was my own personal that I bought out of a pack of 4 for me to use. And then I started getting my nails dipped. And when I changed that, I didn't need these anymore. So I listed them. And so for me, they were free because I already used the first 2 out of this. And so I sold this one with an offer to a watcher for $13. Oh, I got one left. I better check. I thought I already sold them both. This one sold for $13.63. I got to go check and make sure I got that other one still in stock. I thought I had sold them both. Cheryl said pick it up for $2 and sell it for $20. I had my favorite chair in the office. Oh, okay. Cheryl says she would have picked this up for $2 and sell it for $20. All right, this next time, I definitely got to check that one. I'm going to leave that one open over here, so I know to check on that after the show. All right, this is a vintage, and it's KES Add Pocket Adder with stylus in the original box, and manual. Hart Vance is the name of the company in its original box. It has a stylus. It has instructions on how to use it. And as the Kessler Pocket Adder is the brand. It was made in St. Louis, Missouri, made in the USA. And it's got its instructions. The box was in a disarray, but it was still a sale. Make sure to take pictures of all sides of that box, including the back. And it still had its original store sticker on it. So would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it might have sold for? Michael says cosmetics can be easy fit if you don't do couponing. Yeah, you're right about that one, Michael. Mary Beth says I'd pick this up for $5 and sell it for $35. Mary says I'd pick this up for $3 and sell it for $17. Cheryl says pick this up for $3 and sell it for $30. Miss Denise says, I would pick this up for $2 and sell it for $49. I found one of those adding machines once. I'll say $3 into $18, Chuck says. Regina says, I would pick this up for $2 and sell it for $25. Carol says, pick it up for free and sell it for $25. I will have to say, this one only took 1 day to sell. I had it listed for 1 day. Might have been 2. I'll have to look at the date when I'm done. Michael says, I would pick it up for $2 and give it to my nephew and tell him how 70s smartphone. I can see you doing that too, Michael. Well, this one I picked up at a state sale warehouse. I did it in a bundle deal. I love bringing my IKEA bags, filling them up, and then they'd tell me a price, and I basically pay it. My cost of this was $1.11. My cost was $1.11, and it did sell for full asking price of $19.25. I don't want to go too high to see. Oh, it won't let me go up higher. Okay. So yeah, sold it for $19.25. Full asking price. The next item. Now this went overseas. This was an international sale. This is the 2010. This is from 2010. It is the 2010 Hot Wheels Trick Tracks Cyborg Blaster starter with cars. It was new in box. It had the original car set with it. It did come with a couple of vehicles. I don't remember how many. I think it was 2. It came with 2 cars. The box itself was in a little bad shape, but it was okay. Robert's working this morning. He's working from home today. But yeah, he's home. He's working. Today's his Friday of the work. Every other Friday he's off. Great flip. Congrats. Thank you. Nope, not this morning. All right, Mary says pick this up for $10 and sell it for $35. Regina says pick this up for $5 and sell it for $55. Chuck says pick this up for $4 and sell it for $40. Carol says pick this up for $5 and sell it for $25. Miss Denise says pick this up for $1 and sell it for $30. Cheryl says pick this up for $5 and sell it for $28. Well, as y'all know, I love doing my sourcing in every which way I can. This one I picked up and I bought out For those who remember, back in the day when Trent was my co-host, he closed down his eBay store, and I bought it out. My cost for this was $2.18 from when I did his buyout from his store. It did take a while to sell, but that's okay because my cost was $2.18 for every piece I bought from him throughout the buyout of his eBay store. $2.18, and I sold it for an offer to a watcher for $48.25, in which it did go overseas. It went international. Trent is the last from the past. Yep, he was one of my co-hosts, and he sold out his store, and I bought everything, and my cost came out to $2.18 for everything I bought per piece. And it went international. Yep. All right, my next item. This one I tried to list on Etsy and Poshmark. I got denied. It said it wasn't allowed. So I left it on eBay only. So here we go. It's a Mafalda character created by Quino figurine by Mykosh. It was a little figurine, almost like a Funko Pop. Colleen, hello, good morning and welcome. And Rebecca, hello, good morning and welcome. Yeah, and I think that's why Etsy and Poshmark wouldn't let me list it on there. But they had a whole bunch of these types of things there, but I could not list it. So I was okay with it. It wouldn't let me. The box was in disarray, but it's okay. From 2017. Would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it's sold for? Sounds like, yeah, that's why I think why they wouldn't let me list it on the other two. Rebecca, good to see you. Welcome. And Chuck says, pick this up for $2 and sell it for $13. Miss Denise says, pick this up for 50 cents and sell it for $13. Mary says, pick this up for $2 and sell it for $12. And y'all gotta learn something about me. I'll pick up anything that sells good money. And this was one of them. I've never seen it before. I listed it. Yep. All right, Carol says, pick this up for $2 and sell it for $25. But Regina says, I'd pick this up for $1 and sell it for $20. How many of y'all remember the biggest thing that I love when sourcing? What do I like to pick up the most? Cheryl says, pick this up for $2 and sell it for $45. What kind of things do I like picking up the best? Price-wise. That's what I'm going to say. Price-wise. That ought to give you a hint. Well, besides clearance. What's even better than clearance? How about that hit? What is better than clearance for me? No, price-wise. Not item-wise, price-wise. There you go. Colleen's got it. Free! Free is the word. Love picking up things for free. Because this item I got for free. That's why I was giving y'all a hint. But I love my clearance. But I love free as well. And Colleen got in there first. Chuck came in also. What, Chuck? You remembered? Free is for me. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Free is for me. And this was a free item. That's right. Y'all ready for this? When I got this sale, it only took a week to sell, but it sold. I got it for free. It is all profit. And y'all hope y'all sitting down for this one, because I was floored when I got this one. And this one I did take an offer. And when that offer came in, I accepted it immediately, because it sold for $84.25. Got it for free. Took an offer. They sent it to me, and I let them have it with no problem. I sure did. Exactly. No clue who that is. Which means no, I don't either. But you know what? When it comes to free, I'll take it. I sure will. What is that doing up there? I guess because of her doll. Okay. We'll take that off. Go to the next one. Now, this one is a very unique brooch. This is a vintage 1940 Czechoslovakia glass rhinestone bug fly brooch pin. That's how I listed it. Now I'm going to show you, and I also made sure to include this in my description, because this one had corrosion on it. I did try to clean it the best I can before I listed this. Let's see. Nice. I had to change my pants. Exactly. All right. So this one here, again, I did have to describe and put and take close-ups because some of this was being corroded, but I made sure to show it and talk about it in the description. As you see right here, that area was being corroded. That was the only spots that were corroded. But I did clean it the best I can, and I still listed it. I did as much of a close-up as I can to show. There's the back of it. It is also marked Czechoslovakia. There's all the different corrosion going on right there in the back of it, but I still listed it. There's the marking, which I've got a hold to a lot of these from someone that I bought, and this particular lot had a lot of these in it. So yeah, even though it was corroded, I still showed and listed it. Making sure I got as close as I can as a good close-up to show in all the pictures and in the description of this item. So, would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, how much would be the most you'd pay for it, and how much you think it's sold for? Got your depends today, Chuck. Mary says, pick this up for $7 and sell it for $37. Colleen says, I would pick this up for $2 and sell it for $27. Chuck says, a cute little bug, $2 into $23. Cheryl says, pick it up for free and sell it for $45. Ms. Denise says, also free into $18. Regina says, pick this up for $1 and sell it for $25. Carol says, pick it up for 25 cents and sell it for $25. This one I bought in a jewelry lot from someone off of YouTube that doesn't do YouTube anymore. But when I say her name, y'all gonna know who I'm talking about. I know nothing about jewelry, but it's got a lot. In a lot, I would have to say $5. Well, I got it in a lot from BMOS Mercantile. I got this lot of jewelry. And again, a lot of those had that same brand on those pieces of jewelry. My cost, 29 cents per piece. 29 cents per piece. And there was a lot of Czechoslovakia pieces in that lot. I sold this to an offer that someone sent me an offer, and I accepted. And that offer was for $71.93. And it was no bigger than a 1-inch brooch. No, I don't either. But that's why I bought that from one of her auctions. Sold it with an offer to a watcher. They sent me the offer and I'll let them have it with no problem. $71.93. Exactly. That's what I said too when I woke up that morning with an offer. I accepted it quickly. I sure did. I love those offers. I let them have it with no problem all the time. Any day. All right. Now this next item. This is a vintage glass wired oblong terrain detailed jewelry box crystal trinket box is how I labeled it. And it was nice and heavy. This is actually the sides of it. It was an octagon shaped sides. It even had the handle and the feet to match the design. All the crystals were there. The little butterflies. And yes, all the panels were glass. There's the inside. The chain is there. I had to make sure and wipe it. And as the feet, as you see, the feet match the little handle. The little swirl designs. Well made. There's the bottom of it. There's another close-up. Beautiful piece. Let's see what the chat is saying. Did you have to air it out to get the smoke smell out? Yes. It took me a while to list it because it was in quarantine. Yes. That's one thing. If I get anything that has that smoke smell, it goes into quarantine in the garage. That's why it took me a while to sell it and list it. I don't list things immediately when that happens. So yes, the answer is yes. I had to quarantine it. And that's what I call it. When I have to take something that smells the smoke, that I get something that smells smoke, and I quarantine it in the garage. Yeah. But it's sold. But it took me a while to list it because I had to let the smoke smell go away. Carol says, pick this up for $2 and sell it for $75. Mary says, pick this up for $7 and sell it for $30. I'm clueless here. I will say $3 into $35. There's nothing wrong with that. Chavy, hello. Is it Chivy or Chavy? Cheney. Cheney's. Hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Miss Denise says, pick this up for $5 and sell it for $45. Actually, yeah, this sold on eBay. Gina says, pick this up for $3 and sell it for $35. Wow, Flower, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, I need to invest in one of those, but yeah. Cheryl says, pick this up for $2 and sell it for $25. Yeah, I don't have one, but I just usually air it out and I'll leave it in my garage. I have a spot that I leave everything like that out, especially when I go to open an item and it does smell the smoke. Like Chi. Okay, thank you. All right, so this one I picked up at a citywide garage sale one day when I was going to the post office to drop off my mail. Right next door, there was a garage sale, part of the citywide garage sale, so I went check it out. Like Cheney. Okay, good. I was right on the first one. Like Shy. Ah, I like that. Like Shy. Shy. Okay. Let's see here. This one I picked up at a citywide garage sale for $1. Picked it up for $1 at a citywide garage sale right next door to the post office. I wasn't gonna go, but then I said I had to. I couldn't go there without looking and see what they have. And I did take an offer. I'm gonna pick that up $5. So you know me, I'm gonna let them have it when they send me an offer. That's a good one. And I wound up selling it for $40.13. Somebody sent me an offer and I accepted it. I sure did. All right, now we're going to go on to a sale that happened on Poshmark. This is a vintage Ann Taylor None, N-O-N-E, peach pebble leather purse handbag, crossbody bag with the dust cover. I'll go ahead and show the pictures. It had the neck, the detachable crossbody bag handle. It did have the tags. That's Ann Taylor, none. The inside was in excellent condition. It did have the tags. Good old Ann Taylor. At least that one tells you to remove the tag before washing. This is a 10-inch by 5 3/4 and a 5-inch deep depth inside. So would you buy it or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you pay for it and how much you think it sold for? Yes, very unique. I love picking up things like that. Yes, please hit the thumbs up. That'd be greatly appreciated. Colleen says, pick this up for $5 and sell it for $50. Regina says, pick this up for $6 and sell it for $45. I've got none idea on this is work. Pick it up for $1 and sell it for $47. Miss Denise says, pick this up for $5 and sell it for $80. And I will give y'all a hint, I did take an offer. I do a lot of that. Any other ones would like to take a guess? Anyone else? Miss Carol says, she even thinks she knows where I got it from. Look at her, Savers. $3.99 from Savers and sell it for $45. I like Tina's one. Tina says, pick it up for free and sell it for $40. I like that one. But I had to pay a little bit of cranes for this one. A little bit of cranes. That's right. Don't forget this Sunday, every Sunday, Buffalo Picker does Defend the Hustle on his channel at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time every Sunday. Make sure you check them out. Great information, always there. And I'm always there the last Sunday of each month. All right, so this one I picked up at a citywide garage sale. A citywide garage sale. Yes, I did pay $5 for it. But I did take an offer from somebody on Posh who sent me an offer and I took it. And I sold it for $38 on Poshmark. I only paid $5 for it at a citywide garage sale. Now, this next one was another good wake up. I woke up to this one in the morning. That's right. I let him have it with no problem. All right. So this next one sold on Etsy. This is the James Earl Jones Read the Bible with 16 audio cassette tapes. The New Testament by King James Version. It had 16 cassettes. And it's correct. And the binder that it came in was in excellent condition. It had some yellowing. We all would yellow like that when we get older, I guess. But it was from the New Testament, the King James Version. Oh, you know what? I didn't take a picture of all the cassette tapes, did I? I didn't add a picture of it. I sure didn't. Okay, so it sold without even looking at what was on the inside. I just realized that. What a great flip. Yes. He does. Or did. Because he did pass away last year. Ms. Denise says, pick this up for free and sell it for $18. Carol says, pick this up for $2 and sell it for $45. Buy it for $2. Let him have it for $30. I haven't yellowed yet. Thank Jesus. Oh, I hear that, boo. Regina says, pick this up for $3 and sell it for $65. Mary says, wow, $7 into $35. Now remember, I did say I paid up a little bit more for this item. I don't mind because I knew what these were selling for. Now this did sell on Etsy. Someone sent me an offer and I accepted it. Anyone else would like to take a guess? If you would have picked this up, what would be the most you'd pay for it and how much you think it sold for? Remembering there is no right or wrong answer, just something to make you think about things when you're going out sourcing. Rebecca says, pick this up for $9 and sell it for $36. This one I picked up on a YouTube Hump Day auction from Dawn and Mary. Remember, we don't buy anything on the live show auctions, but we do snipe them in the back room. And this is one of those items I sniped in the back room. They asked, they would like to start the bid at 20. Nobody bought it, so I picked it up after the show for $20 from Dawn and Mary, two hip chicks. And it sold for an offer $89 on Etsy. Sold it for $89. An offer from somebody who was watching it and sent me an offer for $89, and I let them have it with no problem. Only paid $20 for it. I usually don't pay that much high, but that is the highest I went with this one, and it sold. And I did get that from Dawn and Mary. Two hip chicks. All right, this next item sold on Poshmark. Actually, the next two sold on Poshmark. This is from Bloomingdale's. It is Artino Vivo earrings, circle line, open circle, drop earrings. The tag on it said from Bloomingdale. It had its original card, still on the no, never been used. There's the back of it, still had the tag on it. Cute little dangle earrings. Made sure to take the back of the earrings and everything. Oh yeah, the last one. And that's the actual earring. Show them up closer. Would you buy these or would you leave it? Wow, that was a great sale. Yes, it was. Let's see. Wowzer, beautiful sale. Yep. Do not enter. LOL. $3 into $25, Chuck says. Mary says, pick this up for 2 and sell it for 12. Colleen says, I would pick this up for 2 and sell it for 22. Miss Denise says, pick this up for $1 and sell it for 15. I have sold it before, but not for that. Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying too when I sold it for that amount. Now, when I did the comps, they were selling for more than that. They were selling for over $100. And that's what I listed it for. It wouldn't have hurt if I did get the whole amount, but it was okay. Jennifer says, pick this up for $1 and sell it for 40. Anyone else would like to take a guess on this item? And the actual bag on it had Bloomingdale on the envelope. It does sound fancy. That's what I said too. Well, this one, Angela says, pick this up for $1 and sell it for 30. Well, this one I picked up, and look, don't be afraid to shop even on the Posh live shows, because that's where I bought this one at, on the Posh live show. Rebecca says, pick this up for $6 and sell it for 70. I'm guessing too high. No, believe it or not, you're the closest, Jennifer. You are the closest. I picked this up on a Posh live auction for $5. I bought it for $5 on a Posh live show. And I sold it to an offer for someone who sent me an offer, and I accepted it. And it sold for $48 on Poshmark. I bought it on Posh, relisted it on Posh for higher, and sold. Well, you were closer. You were the closest, Jennifer. Yep. I took an offer of $48. Only paid $5 for it. Yeah, that is a nice one. I like that. So this is a brand I've never known before. So when I bought it for $5, I turned around and bought it off a Poshmark live show and turned around and resold it on Posh. Can you dig it? I can dig it. I sure can. All right. So this final item for the show today is a leather Harley Davidson vintage black leather hat ball cap. I did not clean it. I didn't do anything with it. I just listed it. I did have a Velcro back enclosure. It was in excellent condition, but there was a little bit of stain, so it was a good condition. It had some yellowing. 80% acrylic and 20% wool. So it wasn't leather. But it felt like leather, feels like leather, looks like leather. So would you buy this or would you leave it? If you were to buy it, what would be the most you pay for it and how much you think it's sold for? Colleen says, pick it up for $4 and sell it for $45. Chuck says, pick this up for $8 and sell it for $50. Jennifer says, pick this up for $1 and sell it for $30. Angela says, pick it up for 50 cents and sell it for $25. Miss Mary says, I'd pick this up for $7 and sell it for $25. Miss Denise says, pick this up for $5 and sell it for $45. And I'm waiting for the others to start showing up in stream. Patrick says, pick maybe $5 and sell it from anywhere between $50 to $75. A lucky price range. Rebecca says, pick this up for $5 and sell it for $49. Who am I kidding? I'd wear that. Anyone else would like to take a guess? Regina says, yeah, I'd pick this up for $5 and sell it for $60. Yeah, right, Mary? Yep. I am not highlighting that one, Patrick. Anywho, this hat was something that was given to me, and I only wore it twice. Wildflower says, pick it up for $10 and sell it for $35. I don't like anything like this material on my head because I didn't like the feel of it, but I did wear it twice. I'd call dibs and wear it. Now again, somebody gave it to me as a gift, and I wore it twice. And I sold it. I listed it. So on this one, I did take an offer. It sold on Poshmark with an offer of $54. $54. Yep, and it was given to me for free. Vera would rock that at the VFW Hall. I believe it too. Yeah. So that is the conclusion of Would You Buy It or Would You Leave It for today's show. Remember, we do this every Friday. If you would like to be part of the Would You Buy It or Would You Leave It, don't forget you can send me the links. Make sure you send them to me before the next Friday morning by 5 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'll have them up the next day, that morning. Remember, if you do not know how to send a link, just send me a screenshot off the platform it's sold on. And in the email, please include how much you bought it for, where did you buy it, if you know how long it took to sell, and if you took an offer, what was that offer for? We'd love to see what you're selling and what we would like to share with others on the show every Friday at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So what are your thoughts on the things that sold today? Was that something that would make you think more when you're going out sourcing? And if you like this show, put a thumbs up in the chat or hearts. Fill the chat up with hearts if you like this type of show. We want to get more people in here on Fridays. That would be great. And also, I'd like to get more of what you're selling by sending them in to me on Full Friday show. Also, don't forget, Monday through Thursday, we do have our morning show. That's with me and Mark. Your morning boost. Wow, look at the hearts and the horns. Oh, thank y'all. That looks so pretty. That is just so pretty. All right, let me go ahead and drop the link for anybody who would like to come on up and promote your channel, or if you have anything going on for the weekend, you're more than welcome to join me on the panel. The link is going to be in the chat momentarily, and then you can come on up. Just make sure your camera and your mic is connected because it will not allow you to come up unless those are connected. That's what I'm talking about. Light up that chat. John, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Oh, we call that dibs. Get back into the chat. Oh, I love sharing this on Fridays. I really do. And all right, Mary, take care. Y'all have a great day then. And for those that are leaving, You don't have to go. We're still live. I was pricing from a buyer's perspective, and that's fine. Yeah, that's no problem. Makes me anxious to go out sourcing on the weekend. That's why we do it on Friday. You got a good point there. That's why we do that on Fridays. Mhm. Good to see you, John. How are you doing? Don't forget that Colleen does her Friday night spectacular special at 6:05. You sleep in late to John? I would definitely pick up the James Earl audio Bible. Yes, I would too. I would definitely do so as well. At 6:30, I'm here, Carol, but didn't say set my alarm. I don't use alarm clocks. I don't. Also, don't forget Moon Chasers Studios' birthday is today. If you happen to see her around in the YouTube world. Perla, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. All right, Miss Denise, I go Monday. I get mine done on Monday. And how have you been doing, Miss Perla? Great to see you. Welcome. I'm working outside. I would love to, but it's going to be raining all weekend. I can't wait till Monday and Tuesday because I can get my gardening done. I got to prune my flowers in the front of the house because my irises are starting to peek out of the ground. So I got to clean that up and put some more mulch down. And then I noticed my tulips. I have some dark purple. Oh, no, I say dark. They're dark blackish purple. Tulips are starting to pop out the ground. So I got to get those done too and get some more mulch around that. But I can't do none of that until Monday and Tuesday. Becky, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. So if anybody would like to come on up, promote your channel for anything you have going on, you're more than welcome to. That link is at the top of the chat. Even after the show's over, you're more than welcome to come and join me up after the show. If you have any questions or concerns, or you would like to chit chat, you're more than welcome to do that as well after our show is ended every morning. I am up early. Yeah, my early is between 1, 2 o'clock, and my late is 3:30. I try to get as much done as the morning as I can because right now I'm processing some more jewelry, and I found a piece out of something I'm processing that was made in West Germany, but the print is backwards. Instead of it saying West Germany regularly, it's backwards, which I found that odd. I've never seen that before. So I got some more jewelry I'm processing. A lot of it's got some listings is going online. Love that color. Well, thank you. Oh, purple? Yeah, that's my favorite color. But when I found these, I've been having those planted. We've been here, it'll be 6 years in June. So I planted them 6 years on before the first freeze when I moved here that year. And every year they come back, it looks like they're getting darker and darker purple. So pretty. I actually did a short video on that, I believe. Yeah, I think I did. That's right, Jennifer. Get on them. Who forgot to hit the thumbs up? Please hit the thumbs up before you exit the show if you're leaving already. It'd be greatly appreciated. Also, don't forget to check out the community tab post section where you'll see the community calendar for those that are going live on the weekends. If you're not on that calendar and you do a regular live show, make sure you email me or send me a message on Facebook and or Instagram. Let me know and I'll add you to the calendar. Or you can just make a comment where the calendar is in the post section of the community tab. Anyone else have anything special going on that you would like to promote? Let us know. Don't forget today, Dawn's Deals goes live at 3 Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, when I found those purple ones, I couldn't resist. And I did do a short video on that one. I'm looking forward to my fig tree and all my plants in the back that I did last year. See how they do this year. All right, well, anybody not coming up, so we'll go ahead and get right in the show. Please make sure to don't forget to share us out in the mornings. Don't forget to set your reminders and look out this Tuesday coming, the 15th, will be my first friends and family community sale. Remember, if you would like to be on that one, anybody can be joined on that one. My next available date to sign up for is May 20th. Make sure when you email me at cajunrootsreseller@gmail.com that you give me at least 2 to 3 time slots that you would be interested in order of what you're available in, and I'll give you first come, first serve. And if you are a member of the channel and you would like to be on the rapid fire round showcasing of members of the channel, my next available time slots that will be available will be June the 3rd. And if you would like to be on the Hump Day auction as a guest, as of right now, I only have June the 18th open. After that, we go into July. So if you would like to be in June, let me know. Make sure you email me. All right, so with that being said, like I say before I end each and every show, hope everybody has a great weekend. If you go out sourcing, I hope you find some great finds. And if you're having anything special, let us know, because I know Jennifer's been dropping those links in the chat. Make sure you hit those reminders and set your notifications so you don't miss out when anybody goes live or a pre-recorded video. So as I say before I end each and every show, you're more than welcome to join me after the link show's over at the link at the top of the chat. You're more than welcome to join me if you would like to. And as I say before I end each and every show, love always, love is always free. Please be kind to one another till we meet into another chat. Have a blessed and fabulous day, a great weekend, and a safe one at that. And until we meet again, later, peace out. And y'all come back now, you hear?
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana. Here at Cajun Roots Reseller, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man, see the special man.